Yo. What's good, Shadow Squad? Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, please subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, try to get at 1,000 subscribers. Follow me on my Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, and Thread. And yeah, man, let's get right into it. We're going to react to Remember the Pink Sauce Lady. She just lost everything. Now, I actually do remember this pink sauce lady thingamajigger because I saw a video about it. How she made a pink sauce. My bad. Ooh. She made a pink sauce, and I guess it started off as a joke. But the thing is, as she kept making it, trying to make it to a real business, she kept capping about a bunch of stuff. About that one thing, I forgot what's called, but it's where like you have to approve it so it can become an actual product, especially like spices and stuff. She claimed that they were at her door, and it's like that's not how that works. They don't come to you. She claimed they were at Walmart and stuff, and there was no ingredients in a lot of that shit neither. Like there was not a lot of ingredients. I want to make that very clear. So yeah, she didn't even show. She kept saying, "Hold on, I'm gonna show the ingredients," but she never did. And there was times where the sauce was weird because one minute she dips a food in the sauce. It looks sticky, like paint, like hot pink. Then in others, it doesn't look like hot pink. It looks like another pink, and it's liquidy and it's dripping off. You know what I mean? So it was weird. I don't know what the fuck she was trying to do, but yeah, let's see what our boy Jamari, because I haven't reacted to him in a minute, has to say about it. So yeah, let's get right into this joint. What our boy Jamari
So a couple of years back, I had made a few videos about a viral TikTok turned bootleg product called the Pink Sauce. This woman who went by Chef P was a private event caterer for various celebrities. And while messing around in the kitchen one day, she put together a concoction that went viral.
So you see this one right here, right? This is the one I was talking about. Like, well, I want to say it's hot pink, but it's like really pink, and you see how sticky and it looks. It looks like more like paint. You know what I mean? Look at that. It looks like stuck right in there. I'm gonna show y'all if Jamari shows
Simply
another
because of
video.
the color and how she poured it all over any type of food you can imagine.
The sauce has a unique taste, like it tastes like its own thing. You can't really compare.
When I pause and unpausing stuff is gonna be a little lagging, so I apologize for that.
It to anything else.
Now, immediately, people were curious about how this pink concoction tasted.
Right.
So Chef P went right to trying to produce the sauce in-house, creating a website and selling it for $20 a pop, and then mailing it out without any sort of preservatives or temperature-controlled packaging right in the middle of a brutally hot summer. Now, keep in mind, at that time, the product did contain milk, which is obviously extremely perishable. And needless to say, most of these packages showed up rancid, and in some cases, the bottles had even exploded.
Look at that.
I'm just a little worried about it being swollen. I don't know if this is considered swollen or not, or if that's what the bottle is, but
that shit look nasty.
No, man, we're not trying this. Look at this. It stinks like throw up.
You give me the Ziploc, that's crazy. We don't do ads. Look at that. Thank you. I want to watch my video. Shout out to Jamari getting his bag though.
And so it was glaringly obvious that Chef P was not doing things the right way. This actually led to people being sent to the hospital after consuming her products, potentially because of botulism, which is essentially when a ton of bacteria builds up in an enclosed space, and then obviously it is consumed. And that's not to even mention the fact that there were no gloves in sight, obviously no proper sanitation. She was pouring these things into like candle holders. It was really just a woman and her delusions being hyped up by online comments. And so rightfully so, Chef P starts getting all types of hate. And right off the bat, it was very clear that she was not the sharpest crayon in the 64 count box.
What do you mean FDA approved? I don't sell medical products. The pink sauce don't contribute to your health. I never said that.
And this would actually start a long-running theme of this woman playing the victim, and things would only get much worse when Chef P would make an appearance on some sort of bootleg daytime talk show with this dude, Karamo.
First of all, I'm gonna give
Bro, my
it up
wife
to you
watched
big
this
time because
dude.
if I ever hear of a black woman that is creating her own business, big up, okay?
Thank you.
Because that is powerful.
No,
Yes, and thank you.
that's the issue right here. Like, listen, I'm all for supporting everybody when they business, but like, here's the thing. I don't care what race you are. If your product is bad, it's bad. Like when I was young, I always said I got to stick with my Puerto Ricans. I got to stick with my Puerto Ricans. But the thing is, if your product is bad, it's bad. And if I find a similar product and it happens to be another race, I'm gonna support that one because that's what I like. It's just it is what it is. Like I always said this, respect every. Like I always said this, always try to always try to support your people, but you also gotta keep it real with them. You know what I mean? Like you gotta keep it real with them. You can still support them and keep it real. They'll be like, yo, I want to support you, but what if you do this? Maybe if you add a little this to your product, maybe I like it. That's what we really got to do.
Have a world that tells you that you're not able to pursue these things, you're not able to do these things. So big up.
Now, from the start, I would say that Karamo had a very strong bias toward Chef P, essentially throwing her bail at every single opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
And let them know, hey, the shipment got damaged. We're aware of this. We will either refund you or send you a brand new bottle of pink sauce. Letting them know, like, hey, we care. And
you handled your business like a boss. She was like, I made a mistake. I'm going to rectify it.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, no big deal. Let's all clap for the woman after she damn near poisoned thousands of people. And so next they bring out this woman, Allie, who had made a critical review of her pink sauce.
Oh,
I mean, I guess they thought this would be like a big gotcha moment, as they painted her criticism from the start as online harassment.
I think she's one that...
Interesting. Interesting, a white woman. Well, at least she looks white. She's most likely Latina, but she looks white, and her hair color is blondish, I guess you could say, or whatever the fuck that is. I don't like where this is going. I feel like I know where this is going. I don't like it.
People that you said kept on with the harassment, right?
Yes.
I mean, the pink sauce clown even cries before they bring her out on stage. Like,
really?
Oh, here comes the big bad bully. Here comes the boogeyman.
It's not bad. Definitely not worth $20 a bottle. But we support small businesses. I don't know if she's fixing things or not. That's not my problem. Today, when I went to go open it,
yeah, it looks like a white
something
woman.
is not right.
I don't like where this is going,
The smell
y'all.
coming out of this bottle, something is wrong. It's wrong.
Fishy.
There is a piece.
So let me shut the fuck up. Let me see.
Of glitter.
So when I was doing the review, there was just so many red flags that I saw in it, like the label. You know, when you make a USDA label, you have to put in batch numbers, because if something were to be recalled, you have to be able to trace it down to the salt and pepper that is in something.
Okay, but why would I contact someone who's fabricating something on the internet?
But nothing was fabricated.
To be honest, you're not special. You're not special. Okay?
So once again, Chef P really just played the victim after she herself royally fucked up. This actually resulted in so much backlash that Karamo had to go back on his show and apologize.
But I want to tell you right now, I am sorry, just point blank period, that I gaslit you.
Now, following this drama, Chef P
is interesting. They picked a white woman out of all this. See, this is what I don't like, and I don't want to hear that because y'all know media and TV do this a lot. If they have a chance to put two different races at each other, even if it has nothing to do with race, they'll do it. Especially when it's the typical black and white. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't like that. I seem a little weird.
She would actually be rewarded for her bad behavior by this guy named Dave Hirschkopf, owner of Dave's Gourmet Sauces. He would actually take a chance and sign her to a 360 food deal to make her sauce legit. So they start bottling it at a legitimate distributor, and they get it on the shelves of every Walmart all around the country. And I think this is right around the time the Pink Sauce Lady was really feeling herself. She felt like she had made it, and essentially like her life would be on easy mode from here on out. But when I say that karma hit this woman like a cement truck, I really do mean it. For starters, the sauce still did not have a consistent color, and really the only thing that was pink about it was the label. And people also still did not have favorable reviews when they tried the product.
Oh my god!
Interesting. Did they pick her?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh hell no!
Oh hell no! Like it tastes like a chemical.
You see what I mean? Like, isn't it funny? You see all these minorities, black people tasting this. Yeah, they picked a white woman to do it. This is what I'm talking about, man. I don't like that shit. Oh wait, black guy this shit? Of course you do. Okay,
and essentially, it was a bigger flop than the recent Snow White movie. Like, outside of people buying it for a YouTube or TikTok review, this thing was dead on arrival, and almost immediately it went on clearance. And here's where the story takes a very interesting turn. I'm sure some of you watch Shark Tank and know that when someone goes in there and they don't really know how to operate their business, but the sharks actually think their product is decent, whoever invests in the company will likely become the majority shareholder.
There's only one answer to this. I have to hire you both so I can fire you. This is so horrible.
Because obviously in those situations, the shark has all the leverage. Because without them, the person who usually lacks the business knowledge will be nothing and their product will go nowhere. So the shark does all the legwork, they restructure the business, they fix their various issues, and the investor reaps most of the profits and has ultimate jurisdiction over that product moving forward. That is exactly what this guy Dave wanted to do with the pink sauce, was to essentially swoop in and save the day.
So she didn't go on, but like he did with pink sauce, right? That's what happened. Get that out of. Don't freeze on me now. Come on, man. Yes, my Wi-Fi fucking up. My Wi-Fi is fine. What the fuck? Because I was about to do that old school click, unclick, pause, unpause thing to make it go for you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. And now I gotta wait for this to load.
Anywho, so today, Chef P, we saw the pink sauce go viral on TikTok along with everyone else. But with our 30 plus years of making sauces, we offered our expertise instead of criticism. Dave's Gourmet entered a partnership to help bring Chef P's vision safely to the consumer market.
But you wanted money.
Now, obviously, the end product was something that no one wanted to buy. I really think he miscalculated her reputation. Yep. And this is when Chef P goes right back into full defense mode, slandering Dave online and even posting a GoFundMe attempting to raise $100,000 to keep her ass off the streets, claiming that my guy Dave lied to her, that he did not pay her what she was owed, and that he was not transparent about their sales numbers in regards to her sauce.
I gave my recipe to swindlers. Of course they lied about everything they said in the beginning. I gave my recipe to swindlers. Of course they didn't involve me in the creation of the product. I gave my recipe to swindlers. Of course they took my ideas and tried to turn them into their own. I gave my recipe to swindlers. Of course they lied to the media to make me look like a bad person. I gave my recipe to swindlers. Of course they're trying to deteriorate my brand from their own mistakes.
Now Dave turns around and saw Chef P dragging his name through the virtual streets, and this guy came with the receipts to dunk on her head. Basically, Dave had been giving her a cash advance to be nice. First on things like refunds from her original disaster of a product totaling over $30,000, which is completely understandable. Like, you want the product to now have a good reputation. You want to right those old wrongs, even if you were not responsible. But then she was essentially on her hands and knees begging this guy for financial assistance on things like groceries, shopping trips, and even birthday parties. And once again, Dave would give her the cash to be taken from her royalties at a later time, which in this case would be like in the next quarter. And it seems like she was so dumb that she thought any and all expenses from her personal life could now be written off as a business expense. Like, oh, just charge it to my guy Dave, he's good for it. Like, if anything, he was being nice to her in this situation. And due to her own ignorance, once again, she played the victim.
Everyone was complaining because the sauce was like orange. Dave's Gourmet wasn't sharing information with me. They've crossed me so much that I have no choice but to file suit. You're not supporting me by purchasing this.
Then to make matters even worse, she tried to invoice him for over $120,000 because she wanted $90 times the 1,400 hours for the time that she claimed she spent promoting the product online. And keep in mind, guys, never was any of this laid out in the contract by any stretch of the imagination. It really seems like she just had a very basic royalty structure and nothing more. But it also seems like she thought she could live off this pink sauce money for the rest of her life, when obviously the product was a total flop. I mean, honestly, if I was at someone's house and they whipped out the pink sauce for dinner, like to throw on some wings or maybe some spaghetti, I'm getting up and leaving immediately, disowning them as a friend or a family member forever. And yet she still had the audacity to try and tell them that she would need a $1.5 million payment if they wanted to continue selling her pink sauce.
My royalty is supposed to be paid to me before any expenses. When I received my royalty for Q1, it was paid to me before any expenses. Now that I'm uncomfortable and they know that I would have been hiring legal help, they make this bogus excuse as to why they're putting expenses on top of my royalty. It does not work like that.
But
I can make them eat each other if I want to. Do I want to?
She's capping.
And this is when Dave really decided to lay it all out there. And he claims that they gave her a total of $161,000 through their partnership, even giving her $14,000 after she was talking shit about them because she was crying about getting evicted and going homeless.
Concerning your pink sauce, and you know, as we saw, it kind of looked like you were on the up and up. And unfortunately, you went live, I think the day before yesterday, with the GoFundMe saying that you are now facing eviction. You don't have food in your house. Your phone is off right now, so you're at a Starbucks just doing this interview, and you don't have any money to your name.
And that's not to even mention that she almost immediately got a full body makeover the day that Dave's paycheck hit her bank account. I mean, it's almost as if she thought Dave and his company were going to be like her new sugar daddy or some shit like that. When in all reality, he likely lost a ton of money to develop and produce this product. I mean, I would think that this is something he laughs about in the current day, as it was such a terrible decision.
However, I will be given entrepreneurial tips.
I mean, honestly, she's lucky that she does not have a defamation lawsuit waiting at her doorstep. That my guy Dave did not try to take her very last shekels. And even then, she has the audacity to try to go behind their back and make a new sauce that would come in a dry packet that the consumer had to mix on their own, while still calling it the pink sauce. Now releasing the nasty brother of the pink sauce, the blue sauce.
All right, y'all, let me show y'all one of the ways I mix the blue sauce.
You're fucking the blues. Ain't no way, bro. You can't make this shit up, bro. The blue sauce, girl. No. You didn't you learn from?
Oh my gosh, it was so good. Okay, so first we're gonna need an activator. Okay, so here I'm adding in the blue seasoning, and then I was doing Holy Spirit activate.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
And even till this day, despite her product crashing and burning almost 2 years ago, she still is out here trying to convince people to buy her sauce. She still claims it will be bigger than ketchup one day, and she seems just as...
I'm sorry, she what?
By her sauce. She still claims it will be bigger than ketchup one day, and she seems just as delusional about the entire thing as she...
I don't like ketchup, but sweetie, you ain't gonna be bigger than ketchup. You ain't gonna be bigger than mayonnaise. You ain't gonna be bigger than mustard. You ain't gonna be bigger than barbecue. You ain't gonna be bigger than ranch. I don't fucking know. Like, Jesus fucking, like, you get the gist. Like, no. I mean, it's like I want to be like, hey, dream big, but like, now you bugging.
Was from the start. In general, the pink sauce lady should serve as a good lesson to not go full force into something you know nothing about, especially when you are not willing to learn even after making multiple mistakes. And it's just so lame that she was always playing the victim when a literal child could understand how she was in the wrong.
You get a fucking deal, Dave's Gourmet. More black people, because I feel like our faith is snatched from us from when we young, you know? Don't tell it, don't report this on your taxes. We ain't gonna be able to get food stamps.
Don't do that.
Do
don't use
and
that.
You get so used to taking the shortcut.
I mean, all this lady had to do was stay in the celebrity chef lane, but instead she totally nukes her reputation in the food space and essentially just became a meme, like a laughing stock online.
To be honest, you're not special.
But either way, I want to know what you guys think about this update down below. You know, the other day I was just sitting at my computer thinking, whatever happened to that pink sauce lady? And the reality was actually much funnier than I could have ever imagined. I mean, seriously, thinking that you can just write off your lifestyle as a business expense on a company you do not own was really just beyond delusional. But y'all let me know what you guys think about down below in the comments. As always, I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing. But as you guys know, it's been your boy, the Tan Superman, and some other failed TikTok products out here need to be covered. So I'm out. Peace.
Man, it feels so good watching Jamari again. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. It really do. Let me get back to. So again, I'm sorry if the freaking videos were lagging. It's out of my control with what I'm working with now. This is my first reaction in a minute, man. And I said, let me react to my boy Jamari and shit. You know, yeah, that pink sauce lady, she bugging now. She making a blue sauce and all that. Listen, it's good to dream big, right? You know, it's good to dream big, but it's also good to realize when it's time to stop. So, yeah, man, this lady's crazy. I'm sorry. Like, she played herself the victim. That's not cool. You should, like, come on, with every opportunity. And, like, the fact that she was a celebrity chef, like, she in that lane, you already had it going. Like, I know she was making good money serving Trippie Redd and Rick Ross and whoever it was she was serving, man. I know for a fact she was. So, but hey, man, it is what it is, man. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll catch you on the next one, man. Peace.